This is my audience. Walt Disney said, "You may not realize it when it happens, but a kick in the teeth may be the best thing in the world for you." Now this quote has to do with what I'm going to be talking about today, and I'll find that out as I go along. You should listen to my speech about Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. You may know all about Disney, but does not necessarily mean you know about this story. So with you listening, you'll become better informed with what I'm going to be talking about and the idea that one man created. During my speech, I will discuss three main points, including Disney Studios and the creation of Oswald, losing Oswald and a sandwich making, and getting Oswald back. Now, most of you know the saying, it all started with a mouse, but actually, it started with a rabbit. According to Facts on File, Roy and Walt Disney co-founded Disney Studios in 1923. Their friend, Ub Iwerks, joined them as an animator. Based on the information from Oh My Disney, Walt teamed up with Charles Mintz, a producer from Universal Studios. They needed a new character to make some new shorts on, so Walt created Oswald. Since there were so many cats on the market, like Felix the Cat, he wanted to do something different, and that's why he got the idea of a rabbit. So what's special about Oswald is he has a personality, which is a very groundbreaking discovery for the animation world. While most animators were strictly focusing on the gags and on the funny things that the characters would do, Disney focused on Oswald's personality and gave him the ability to enjoy pleasures and suffer from pain. At the end of 1927, Walt's animation team included 22 people. Now, creating Oswald was something that's very important to Disney's career. It was basically a footstep into the Walt Disney that we know today. But what's even more important is how he lost him and what came about to be with that. So Mintz wanted Oswald. He wanted to take him away from Disney and do his own thing with him. So he made some backdoor deals with his animators and wanted to start a new studio, do the Oswald shorts without Disney. So on February 2nd, 1928, an agreement was signed without Disney. Walt had no idea this was going on, so he stayed very optimistic. So he went down to New York City to have some negotiations with Mintz, and Mintz offered him less money. He declined this and felt a little bit of fishiness going on, so he wired to his brother Roy and tried to protect his team. He had to print out contracts and sign them all, but the team declined except for Ub Iwerks because he's very faithful to Disney. This is when Walt realized the treachery of all his team. So he went back and forth with Universal and Mintz and tried to get Oswald back, but he couldn't. This is when he said goodbye, Oswald. Now, Disney was very disappointed after this happening. So on his train ride home, he tried to stay a little bit happy, and he started sketching out a new character. And what he came up with was our good friend, Mickey Mouse. According to Claire Sedef from Time magazine, Walt shortened the ears and plumped him up a little bit and named him Mortimer. But his wife did not like this name, so that's where we got Mickey Mouse. Now, losing Oswald crushed Walt's dreams and everything that he had created. Little does he know that he's going to be getting him back. Years later, in 2006, ESPN, owned by Walt Disney Company, aired Monday Night Football with Al Michaels. Now, Al Michaels wanted to switch to Sunday Night Football on NBC with John Madden. Now, since NBC and Universal Studios were sister companies, the Disney Corporation and NBC were like, hey, they could do a little switch here, so they traded Michaels for Oswald. A trade that you would never see coming. A sportscaster for a character. Now that Disney has gotten Oswald back, they had to reintroduce him. So with doing that, they used a video game called Epic Mickey, where Oswald had a very different character. He played jaded and abandoned, just like he was for the past 80 years, being disappeared with NBC. Now this story ends with a happily ever after, just like every Walt Disney movie out there. To review, I discussed Disney Studios and the creating of Oswald. I also talked about losing Oswald to Universal Studios and the creation of Mickey Mouse. And finally, getting Oswald back and the amazing story affiliated with that. Now the quote I talked about in the beginning, how Disney got kicked in the teeth, but it ended up being something really good for him because it led to Mickey Mouse and the beginning of something new, the beginning of the Disney that we know today. Little does he know that Oswald has come back to his family where he belongs. Thank you. See it?